I'm guessing you clicked on this video because you want to optimize Windows 10 for gaming. Well, I'm going to teach you how. There's a few simple steps in this video that you guys need to follow. I've got a fresh Windows 10 installed right now on my PC. Literally, as you can see, the only things I've downloaded are Google Chrome OBS, which is used for recording, and the Windows 10 Debloat command text file, which is going to be used for something later in the video, which will debloat like all of the bloatware and all of the adware that is on Windows 10 by default. So I highly recommend you guys follow every step in this video. I'm going to be leaving links in the description for the drivers and everything needed in this video, such as WinRAR, NVIDIA drivers, Radeon drivers, whatever you guys need. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get on to optimizing Windows. Okay, so as I've said, all the things that you're going to be needing are going to be down in the description below in order, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. So over here I have a little notepad of all the things that we'll be doing. Actually, I'm going to add one more thing. These are for just miscellaneous settings in Windows. So first thing we're going to be starting off with is your power plan. This is one of the important things that you will want to change if you want to get the best performance out of Windows for gaming. So what you're going to be doing is typing in a search for power plan, go to your power options over here, go to show additional plans, which will be over here, and it will actually say high performance, but mine apparently says power saver. Find high performance and ticket and click change power plan settings, and here go to change advanced power settings. Over here everything is already optimized perfectly because it is the high performance plan, but the turn off hard disk after, you'll want to change this to 0 minutes, sorry, which means that it will never actually turn off. That is the only thing you'll be needed to do here. Next up is advanced system settings. What you're going to be wanting to do is going here and type in advanced system settings, click here and go to performance. Over here what you want to do is click adjust for best performance or adjust for best appearance. Adjust for best performance will actually improve FPS in games quite a bit. It always works out for me very well. You can also choose what you want here if you want to show some stuff like I don't know, when it's like smooth edges of screen fonts. This makes fonts look better on Windows. Like here, if I change it, you see it looks a bit worse, but I don't mind it. And what I also do is over here I can go to advanced, and here you can change the virtual memory on Windows, which will also allow you to have lower disk usage if you have a hard drive instead of an SSD. Next up will be your drivers. So in the description you'll find a link to the latest NVIDIA drivers or Radeon drivers based on whatever you have. I currently have NVIDIA drivers or an NVIDIA GPU, so over here I'm just going to be going to my GeForce drivers and I'm going to be finding the right drivers for my PC, and I'm going to be downloading them. So make sure you do that, download them, install it, and then afterwards follow the step-by-step guide. Okay, so this next step is only for people who have NVIDIA graphics cards, because I actually do not own a Radeon card. But if you do have a Radeon card, then just choose your settings, whatever you want. What I do is when I install NVIDIA GeForce Experience, I just disable these two and check up every once in a while for a latest GeForce driver, and that's it with this. You could also enable here, you have a performance tab for NVIDIA drivers. You could drag this voltage tab up to the max, which is slightly overclocks your graphics card, which increases performance in some games. Some games do make your PC unstable though, and can actually lead to worse FPS, so be careful on what you use it on. But yeah, that's it for the NVIDIA GeForce Experience. Let's go into the NVIDIA control panel now and change our driver settings. When you first open up, you'll be greeted with a window that looks a bit like this. You just click agree, and you just follow it to the tab. Over here you'll go to adjust image settings with preview and go to just tick this box which says use the advanced 3D image settings and click take me here. Over here you'll have the settings. You're probably familiar with this if you've installed Windows before and you change something around here, but if not, then let me show you what settings are the best. Here you should leave these on off, and then turn everything here that's off. These are not too important. They will not change your FPS a lot, but I do recommend you turn these off anyways. The most important are definitely latency mode, which can either be off, on, or ultra. I prefer mine to be on. This is like for a high range PC, you can either have it on or off. For a mid range PC, you should have it on, and for a very low end PC, you should probably have it on ultra. Next up, the most important settings here are power management mode and texture filtering quality. For power management mode, you'll want to put it as perform maximum performance. For open GL rendering GPU, you will just select the GPU that you have. And over here you have shader cache. I recommend you turn this on. Texture filtering, this can either be on or off depending on preference. It does not actually affect FPS. This allow, and then texture filtering quality should be on high performance. Next, your channel near optimization. I usually turn mine off, but you can leave it on as well. It doesn't really cause FPS drops, as I said. For threaded optimization, I recommend you turn this on. And yeah, that's basically it for the NVIDIA control panel. You can go to adjust desktop size and position, and over here perform scaling on GPU. Tick this box, and like if you play games like CS:GO and want to play stretch res, set this to full screen, and you will not have black bars on the sides if you play stretch resolution. But yeah, that is basically it for the NVIDIA control panel. Let's move on to the next thing. So the next few options are background apps and graphic settings. Here in the search bar, you'll just want to type in background apps, and you will be taken to this. You will just go over here, hit background apps, turn it off, and then go over to the next sort of optimization, which is graphic settings. Over here, make sure you have this on. You'll require a PC restart to apply the changes, but don't do it now. I will just recommend you do it at the end of the video once everything is done. And yeah, next thing is over here, go to your home settings and go to gaming. Over here, Xbox game bar, turn this off. Captures, have these off. Game mode, make sure this is on, and Xbox networking doesn't really matter. A lot of these things like Xbox networking will probably be deleted when you debloat Windows anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But this may actually, when I've debloated Windows before, I have run into a problem where my Microsoft Store wasn't working properly. So if you don't install stuff from Microsoft Store, then you should be fine. But if you do, then make sure to not actually do the debloating step. Next option is startup apps. Go over here, type in startup apps, and just disable any apps that might start up. Or you could also go to task manager here, click on more details, click on startup, and disable them from here. Yes. Okay, so for the next step, this is for prefetch and temp files. What you need to do is hit the Windows key and R at the same time on your keyboard, and the run tab will pop up, or you can go into your search box, type in run, hit enter. Here you'll want to type in temp, and you'll be greeted with this folder. It will ask you to hit continue to access it as an administrator because you don't have permissions or whatever. Just click yes. Next up, run again, and this time type in %tmp%, and do the same, delete files. I will do it at the end of the video because I don't need to do it now. And the last thing is prefetch. It'll also ask you for administrator permission here. Just click continue and you're good to go. And for the next step, debloating Windows. When it comes to this, there's going to be a file in the description, a WinRAR file. What you're going to do is just download it. Here, this is actually the website that it will take you to with the link. You'll go here, you'll go to code and type in, download this zip. Find it and extract it to your desktop or whatever you want. And I will do that here. What you want to do next is go here and type in Powershell ISE. Find this and run it as an administrator. This is actually what we're going to be using to debloat Windows 10, and you guys will see what this actual file consists of. The Windows 10 file, there's going to be some scripts here, which are pretty, you should understand it. It's not that hard. Actually, well, it is, but since what we're going to be doing is actually fairly easy, all you need to know is that this script is what we're going to be using, and all you need to do is copy the commands in the description. So the first thing we need to do in PowerShell ISE is to actually select the directory that we have this installed. So what you need to do is find a directory, click this bar, and copy this link. So I'm just going to hit Control C, and over here type in cd for change directory, and then paste the command in. Next up, in the Windows debloater text file that is in the description, you'll have two commands. So start with this one. Let's go here, type in this, and then the other command, which is this, just paste these both in there, and this will take a little bit of time, but here you'll see that the Windows debloater actually comes up. You should probably create a Windows restore point before this, but I don't really need to because this is a fresh Windows 10 install, so there's nothing really that can go wrong. So when the file actually starts up, you'll have this thing. You have customized block list, removal bloatware, and you can enable and disable Cortana, Edge PDFs, dark theme, and you have other stuff like you can uninstall OneDrive, unpin tiles from start menu, remove bloatware reg keys, and install net 3.5. So I'm just going to be running the simple removal bloatware command. This will actually take some time, but once we run it, you will see that here it will start initializing services and removing bloatwares and stuff. Multiple things will open up on your PC during this time, as you're about to see, but this is normal. This is a file explorer pops up for a second, it will automatically close. I'm pretty sure. Like Windows Task Manager like completely shuts down for a second and then comes back up. Your Windows bar will pop up here on the left and then it will close afterwards. Everything restarts again, and slowly but surely your PC comes back to life. And yeah, unpinning tiles from start menu, as you can see, all the files are actually gone. And yes, my OBS is still recording, which is good. Okay, so after those commands are all run, I also uninstalled OneDrive and it actually kept some of my attachments and stuff like backup files here. I'm just gonna delete this. But after that has finished running and you close out of it, your Windows is basically fully debloated. You will not have any more bloatware. I actually personally disabled Cortana too, so I can just go over here and let's search bar. I'm just gonna show only search icon and disable the Cortana button. But yeah, for the miscellaneous settings over here, first thing is disabling this news and interest thing. I'm just gonna go here, right click on the taskbar and go to news and interest and just turn off. Other than that, hold Windows and I at the same time to open your settings. Over here, go to system, and over here you'll have things like sound, notifications. I'm going to turn this off. Focus assist, make sure this is off. Storage, make sure storage sense is off. Multitasking, just snap windows, turn this off. And other than that, you have things like projecting to this PC, shared experiences. I would also turn this off. And that is basically it. Also, I would recommend you go over here if you have network card or you're using Ethernet. Go over to Open Network Settings. Go to Change Adapter Options, and then over here hit Properties. Go to Configure, and then here to Power Management, make sure this is off. Allow the computer to turn off this device to save power. This will actually improve your internet speed quite a lot. And the last thing that I would like to show you guys is go over here, go to Sounds, and over here in Communications tab, when you can automatically just Windows can automatically adjust the sound volume. Just make sure that this is a do nothing. This can actually increase performance quite a bit. I don't know if you guys knew. Most people say that this is a myth, but I actually found out myself, and I've looked through some sources, and I thought that that was true. But yeah, other than that, that is basically it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this has helped you improve your gaming performance, and stay tuned for more videos. See ya.